Hi guys, this is Avinash and you are welcome to my another video. In this video, we will create a very useful JavaScript project which is simple quiz app. You can create this quiz app or website with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Let's see how this quiz app works. You can see this question here, then we have 4 options. If I select the wrong answer, you can see it will become red and the correct answer will become green. And now we cannot change our selection. Now we will click on the next button, and if I select the another option, let's select this one, and if it is correct, then it will be highlighted with the green color. And now we cannot click another option. We have to click next, and here if we will click on this one, if it is correct, it will become green. And let's click on the next one, and now we will select any wrong answer. So you can see it is displaying the red color and the correct answer is highlighted with the green color. I have added only 4 questions here. If I click on the next button, you can see it will display our score. You scored 2 out of 4 because we have given only 2 correct answers. Let's click on this button, play again, and if I select the correct answer and again this one, this and this one, and click on the next, you can see it is giving the correct score which is 4 out of 4. We will create this quiz app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I will explain you step by step. If this project is helpful for you, please hit the like button and also share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials. Now let's start this tutorial to create the JavaScript quiz app. Here in this folder, I have one HTML file, one CSS file, and let me open these files with my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor. If you don't know how to create the HTML and CSS file, I will add the video link in the description. This is the HTML file where I have added the basic HTML structure, and this one is the CSS file where I have added the margin padding, font family and box sizing. These CSS properties are applicable for all the HTML element. In this HTML file, I have added this link tag with the file name style.css, so it will connect the HTML and CSS file. And here we have the title, quiz app easy tutorials. Next, in this body tag, we will add one div with the class name app. Next, we will add the CSS. So come to the CSS file, and here first we will add the dark color on the complete web page. So we will add body tag, and for this body, let's add one background. Here we will add one color code, and next we will add the CSS for the app. So just copy this one, add it here in this CSS file with the dot because it is a class name. Here we will add background, so the background will be white. After that we will add the width 90% and maximum width will be 600 pixel. Then we will add the margin 100 pixel from top, left right auto and 0 from the bottom. Then border radius. So the border radius will be 10 pixel. So the corners will be round by 10 pixel. After that we will add the padding of 30 pixel. That will be space inside the box. After adding this, let's come back to the folder and open this HTML file with any web browser. So you can see this color on the complete web page, and here we have the box in the white color. I will close this browser and I will open this browser with the Visual Studio Code extension called Live Server, so that it will refresh the web page automatically whenever we will add any changes in the code file. So you can see the same web page again, but the URL has been changed. After that, let's come back, and within this app, we have to add one title. So here we will add one title in h1, simple quiz, and after that we will add another div with the class name quiz, and within this we will add one question in h2. So let's add the h2, and here we will add one id. So the id is question, and let's add any text here. So we will add question goes here like this, and now you can see this text simple question and question goes here. After that we will add some options for the particular question. So here we will add one div with the ID answer buttons, and within this answer buttons we will add 4 buttons. So let's create the first one, and in this one we will add the class name btn, and here we will add the answers. So let's add the text answer 1. Now we will duplicate this button and we will change the text 2, 3 and 4, and the class name is same. After adding this, you can see 4 buttons here after this question, answer 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we have to design this using CSS. So let's come back, and here we have the class name quiz. So just copy this one and come to the CSS file. Before this quiz we have the text in h1, so we will add the CSS for that text. So let's add .app and h1 where we have added the text. So for this one we will increase the font size, then we will change the color, font weight and border bottom. Then we will add the padding at the bottom. Now you can see this line here after this text. After that we will add that class name quiz, and for this quiz we will add the padding. It will be 20 pixel and 0. After that, in this quiz also we have text which is the question in h2. So here we will add .quiz and h2. So for this question we will add font size. So the font size will be 18 pixel. Then we will change the color and font weight, and here we have added font weight. It will be font size 25 pixel. Now it is good. Next we will design these buttons, which is answer button. So for this button we have added the class name btn. So come to the CSS file. Here we will add the CSS for btn. So for this button we will add the background. So the background will be white. After that we will add the color, that will be the text color, and font weight. Font weight will be 500. Then width will be 100%, so it will be full width, and border of 1 pixel solid, and this color. Then we will add the padding, that will be a space inside the button, and margin 10 pixel from top and bottom and 0 from left and right. After this padding and margin we will add text align left, and border radius will be 4 pixel, and cursor pointer. You can see these buttons looks good. Next we have to add the hover effect on these buttons. So let's come back. Here we will add this one and hover. We will add the background. This will be the background color code, and after that we will add the color, that will be the text color white, and in this one we will add the transition all 0.3 seconds. Now if I take cursor, you can see the background becomes black and the text becomes white. Next we have to add one more thing, which is the next button at the bottom of these answers. So let's come back, and here after this button and this div, here we will add another button, and with this button we will add the ID, next btn, and the button text is next. After adding this, you can see next button at the bottom. So we will add the CSS for this next button. So let me come back and copy this ID, add it here in the CSS file with the hashtag because it is an ID. Here we will add the background, then color, font weight and width. Width will be small, 150 pixel. Then we will add the border will be 0 and padding of 10 pixel. Then margin 20 pixel, auto and 0. Border radius will be same, which is 4 pixel, and cursor pointer. After adding this, you can see this next button here, but we have to move it in this center. So here we will add display block, and now you can see it is horizontally center. Right now this button is displaying, so we have to hide this button, and this button will be displayed once we will select any option from these answers. So let's come back, and here we will add none. So the button will be hidden. You can see that button is hidden. Next we have to add the JavaScript to display the correct questions, and we can select the answers. So let's come back, and here we will create a new file. Click on this icon and write the file name script.js. This is the script file. Here we will add our JavaScript. Next we have to connect this script file with the HTML. So let's come back, and above this closing body tag, here we will add a script tag, script src equal to script.js. Now our HTML file and JavaScript file are connected. Here we can add our JavaScript. So in this JavaScript file, first we have to set the questions. So here we will add const. In this const we will add the name of the variable. So it is questions equal to, here we have to add the questions. So let's add the first one like this, question, and write the question text. Then we have to add the options for this question. So here we will add answers, here I have added the first answer, and correct is equal to false because it is a incorrect answer. Let's duplicate it, and we will add the other answers here. And the second answer is correct, so here we will add true. So this is the first question and the list of answers. Now we will add the other questions in the same format. So here let's add 1 comma, and we can add this second question here. So you can just copy this one and paste here and update the text. So I have updated all these questions and answers. You can see in front of the correct answers I have added true and other are false. Here also I have added true and these 3 answers are false. After that we will add another variables. In this HTML file I have added this ID, question and answer button and next button. So we will add the variables for all these 3 elements. So come to the script file. Here we will add const question element equal to document.getElement by ID question, which is this one. Next we will add the variable for this one. Duplicate this line, add this ID here, and here we will add the answer button. Now duplicate this and it will be next button and the ID, which is next btn. Now whenever we will start the quiz and give the answers, the question number and the score will be changing. So we will create variables to store the question index and score. So here we will add let current question index. So the index will start from the 0. Then we will add let score equal to 0. Next we will add one function, and let me write the code, then I will explain you. Here I have added one function start quiz. So when we will start the quiz, it should reset the current question index 0 and score 0 when we will start the quiz. Here we are adding inner HTML next, because at the end we will change the text to the restart or replay. So when we will start the quiz again, the button should be next. And after that we are calling this function show questions. So it will set the index 0, score 0 and set the text next for the next button. Then only it will call the another function show question that will display the questions. Now we will create this function. Here in this show function, I have added let current question is equal to questions dot current index. So if you will see this list of questions, here we have the first set of question and answer, then second, then third and fourth. So we will get the first question if we will add the index 0, we will get the second question when we will add the index 1. So that is written here questions and index number. So that will be the current question, and we need the question number also. So if the index is 0, question number will be 1. If the index is 1, question number will be 2. So here I have added +1, that will be the question number. Then in the question element, which is this one, this is the question element. So here we will update the text with the inner HTML. So we are adding question element inner HTML equal to question number, then one dot, and after that the current question and current question dot question. So that current question will be this one, and here we have the question this one. So we will get this text. So after adding this, we have to display the answer from the current question set. So here we will add the code to display the answers. So let's add current question dot answers dot for each. Here I have added current question dot answers. So it will come here. Suppose the current question is this one, and it will go here answers, and in this answers we have the text and correct. So we have to display these text in the buttons. So we will add document dot create element and the tag name button. So it will create one button tag, and we will save it as a variable called button. And in this button we have to add one text. So to add the text, we will add inner HTML, and in this inner HTML we will add the answer dot text. So answer is this one, answer dot text. So it will add the first one, then we will add the second one, like that. So it will add the text in the button. Then in the button we have to add one class name, so we are adding button.classlist.add and the class name btn. So it will add this btn class name in this button. After that we have to display this button inside the div, which is here, answer buttons. This div is here, so we have to display that button inside this div. So we are adding answer button dot append child button. So after adding this, it will display the question with the question number and it will display the answer. Now we have to call this a start quiz function to display the output. So let's copy this one and add it here at the bottom, start quiz. So it will call this a start quiz function and it will set the current index 0, a score 0 and button text next. Then it will call the show questions and this show questions will display the question with the question number and it will display the answers in the button. So after adding this, let's come back to the website and here you can see it is displaying the question with the question number 1. Then we have the previous text that we have added in the HTML file, which is answer 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have our answers that we have added with the variable here. You can see the answers for the first question, shark, blue whale, elephant and giraffe. So you can see these answers here, but we have not added click function here right now. So now let's come back and we have to hide these things. To hide these things, we have to reset the previous questions and answers. So let's come back and here we will add one function. Before displaying the question, here we will add one function, reset a state, that will reset the previous question and answer. Now we have to define this function. So let's add it here, function reset state. In this reset state, let's add the next button dot style dot display. It will be none. Then we will add while answer button, it will be buttons s, and here also we will add buttons in this one. So answer buttons dot first child. So suppose it has a child element, then we have to remove that. Here we will add answer buttons dot remove child answer buttons dot first child. So it will remove all the previous answers, and here also we have added answer button, it will be answer buttons s, answer buttons dot append child. So after adding this, let's come back and here you can see the first question with the question number and list of options. And if I click here, nothing is happening. Next we have to add the click function on these answers. So let's come back. Here we will add button dot add event listener click, and here we have to add one function name. So when we will click on the answer button, it will call this function select answer, and before this click event we will add if answer dot correct. So if it has some value, then it will add button dot dataset dot correct equal to answer dot correct. So it will add the true or false in this dataset correct. From here, this false true, it will add in this button dataset. Now we will add the function which is select answer. So let's define this function. Above this, a start quiz. So here we will add function So when we will click on that button, it will add the selected button element in this variable selected btn, and then it will check the selected btn dataset true. So if the dataset is true, then it will add the class name correct, and if it is not true, then it will add the class name incorrect. Now for these class name, we have to add the background color. So we will change the background color for the correct and incorrect class name. So let's come back to the CSS file. Here we will add correct and background. In this background, we will add one color code. Now we will add the background for the incorrect class name. Incorrect and this background color. After adding this, let me come back to the website, and if I click on the first one, you can see the background becomes red because it is incorrect. If I click on the second one, you can see it becomes red because it is correct. And if I click on the third one, you can see it is red, and the fourth one is red. Now we can click on any number of times, so we have to disable the click after selecting one answer, and when we will select the wrong answer, it should automatically highlight the correct answer with the green color. So to add that one, let's come back here in this script. After that, we will add so here we have added array from answer buttons children for each. So for each button, it will check the dataset. If it is true, then it will add the class name correct. Suppose we have selected the wrong answer, then it will go and check the other answers, and if it is true, then it will add the green color with this class name correct. And after that, it will disable the button, so we cannot click on the any button, and after that it will display the next button. So here we are adding next button style.display block, so it will again display the next button so that we can go to the next question. So after adding this, let's come back to the website, and if I click on the first one, which is the wrong answer, you can see the second one becomes green because the second answer is correct, and it is displaying the next button. And now we cannot click on the any other button. Let's refresh the website, and if I click on the correct answer, it is displaying the green color here, and now we cannot select any other. Next, we have to hide the hover effect when we select the button. So let's come back, and in this CSS file, here we have added btn hover. So in this one, we will add one more thing, hover and not disabled. So the hover effect will work when the button is not disabled, and when the button is disabled, the hover effect will not work. And we will add one more thing. Here we will add btn disabled and cursor no drop. After adding this, let's come back and refresh the website. If I click here, you can see we will not get the hover effect now, and the cursor becomes red. We cannot click on any button. We can just click on the next button. We have to add one more thing. When we will select the correct answer, the score should be increased. So let's come back, and here we have added the class name correct in this one. So here only we will add one more thing, score plus plus. So it will increase the score by 1. Next, we will add the function for the next button. So here we will add next button dot add event listener, and the event is click. Here we will add arrow function, and in this one we will add if it will check the current index. If the current index is less than the length of the question, it means the number of question is 4, then the question length is 4. So if the index is less than that, then here we will add one function, handle next button, or else it will add a start quiz. Suppose if there is no question and we will click on that button, so it will restart the quiz. And here we have to define this function, handle next button. So above this one, here we will add function handle next button, and in this one we will add current question index plus plus. It will increase the question index by 1 when we will click on the next button, and again we will add if current question index less than question length. Then show question function with the updated question index, else it will display the score. So score. So if there is another question, it will display the another question, and if it is not there, then it will display the score when we will click on the next button. Next we have to define this function show a score. So here let's add function show a score, and in this one let's add reset state that we have already created. To display the score, we have to call this reset function, and instead of question we have to display the score. So we are displaying the question in the question element. So in this one we will add inner HTML, and let's add the text in backtick. Here we will add you scored, so it will display the score out of the length of question. And after that we will add next button dot inner HTML equal to play again. And next button will be block. So let's add next button dot style dot display block. After adding this, let's come back to the website again and let's select the correct answer. Next, again correct answer. Next, again we will click here. Next, and here. Next, you can see you scored 4 out of 4, and we are getting the button play again. It will restart the quiz. Let's click the wrong answer. It will display the correct one. Let's click next and wrong answer. So we have selected 2 wrong answers. Let's click again. Click here. It is also wrong. And if we click here on the correct one, so you can see the score 1 out of 4 because we have selected only one correct answer out of 4, and we are getting play again. So finally this quiz app is working. You can update your questions in this JavaScript, and you can create your own quiz app or quiz website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Please hit the like button and also share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video.